Hi there, welcome back. I'm Jody, and I'm honored to guide you through another practice here today. I am going to be guiding you through a bunch of hip openers today. So many people feel really tight through their hips, especially if you do a lot of sitting at a desk or if you do a lot of driving in the car, or even just in general. A lot of people just have a lot of hip tightness. We hold a lot of our emotions in our hips. And I even had one fantastic instructor say to me, think of your hips like your junk drawer. It's where you put everything that you don't know what to do with in terms of our body's emotions and our feelings and our stress and things that we don't necessarily know how to process or don't even know that we are dealing with. So that's why we're going to focus on our hips today. So please join me in this beautiful hip opening practice. So let's start on our backs and just find a really nice, comfortable position where you stretch out nice and long. So I want you to feel the weight of your body on your mat. Make sure you're nice and level. Always check in with yourself, check in with your hips. Make sure that they're nice and level. Make sure that both of your shoulder blades are rooting down into your mat. And just take a moment here to get centered and grounded. So let's start with finding our breath. So in yoga, we use our Ujjayi breath. So in Ujjayi means that we're breathing in and out only through the nose and we keep the mouth closed. Obviously, since I'm talking, I'm going to be using my mouth to breathe, but I want you to only focus on breathing in and out through your nose. Really fill up your belly, feel the expansion on your inhale, and then feel your belly button come towards your spine on your exhale. You can go ahead and put one hand on your lower belly, one hand on your heart, if you really want to feel that breath and really allow yourself to ground into your mat. Okay, now let's bring our ankles to touch. Get right long and strong. Really feel your muscles engaging. Let's inhale those arms overhead. You can feel the lower back lifting up off your mat, and that's okay. It just means you're getting nice and arched through your spine. I want you to really flex your glute muscles, flex your leg muscles. Get nice and long. Feel the length in your spine, and then release. Let's do that again. Get nice and long. Feel the arch in your back. Use all your muscles. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your legs, and then release. One more time. Get nice and long and tall. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze, 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 and then release. Beautiful job. Go ahead and bend at the knees. Bring your feet mat width apart. Bring your arms out into a T. And we're gently going to rock side to side. So we're warming up our hips. Remember, this practice today is all about the hips. And if you want to bring your neck into it, so you can do some gentle little neck twists, spinal twists back and forth, moving your head in the opposite direction of your legs. Just go side to side here. Feel the beautiful movement. Feeling those hips opening up. Releasing any tension that you might have from sitting, from feeling stressed, or even just from not moving your body. So do one more to each side. and then come back to center. Just walk your feet back in so that they are in line with your sit bones. And now just reach down so that you can feel your heels with your hands. We're going to move into a bridge sequence because it's a beautiful way to warm up the hips and to keep the hips really nice and mobile. So here we go. So I want you to start by feeling the imprint of your spine. So what does that mean? I want you to press your full spine into your mat. That's what that means. So take away the arch. And now you are pressing into the feet and you're lifting up one vertebrae at a time. Reach your knees away from you. And then if you wish to walk your shoulders underneath your body, you can really open up through your collarbone. Interlace your fingers. Keep pushing your knees away. And just breathe here. One more breath. Nice big inhale. And on the exhale, release your shoulders and gently bring your spine all the way back down to the mat. Just give your hips a nice little rock, rocking your pelvis forwards and back. Hopefully you can see that. It's just a gentle movement, very slight, forwards and back. Here we go. Let's do that again. So we're rolling up. We're lifting the hips up off the mat. Lift your spine up off the mat. Walk your shoulders underneath your body. Keep pushing your knees away. And breathe here. For 3, for 2, and for 1. And all the way back down. Let your spine imprint back on the mat. And just gently rock your hips forwards and back. I like to think of my pelvic bowl like a bowl of soup. So when I rock it back and forth, I think of my little soup bowl going forwards and back, forwards and back. Now, if you ever do feel sort of that you're getting that lower back pain that we often can get so easily, I got it once just even from shaving my legs when I bent over or bending over to tie my shoe. So that's the kind of exercise that you want to do, is you want to really strengthen your pelvic floor, your whole core area, all the muscles in your core. This is a great way to work on doing that. Okay, so we've done a couple of bridges, which is lovely. Let's now move into our figure 4 stretch. So this is great for your hips as well. So you're just crossing your right ankle over your left thigh. I want you to take that right arm and open up. So push that right knee open, push it away. Stay here, feeling the opening. And now if you want to move deeper, go ahead, bring that left knee up. Bring your hands onto the top of the shin or to the back of the thigh. Whatever you need to do to feel good in your body. I like to work with the top of my shin. I want you to keep that top foot flexed, so I hope that you can see that my right foot is flexed and you're pulling that left knee closer towards your body. In this posture, we're actually really working through our glutes and we're opening up the outside of our hip. It's a beautiful stretch. You could actually relax this left ankle. Just let it go. You can even circle it around. Just keep pulling that left knee in towards the left shoulder. And now release. Uncross the right leg off of the left. And let's just windshield wiper our legs side to side once again. Okay, come to stillness. Cross the left ankle over the right. Notice I'm flexing this top left foot. I'm taking my left hand, my left arm, and I'm pushing this left knee open and away from me. So you're
trying to find that opening first in that left hip. So really pushing that leg open, pushing it away as much as you can. Everybody's body is different, and so some people might not be able to get much opening at all to start. Go ahead and grab a hold of the top of the right shin or the back of the right thigh. Get your spine nice and long on the mat, so give a little tuck to your chin. Keep the left foot flexed and just simply draw the right knee in closer to your body. Return to your breath if you've lost it. So nice big inhales and exhale. Do what you can to feel deeply in the stretch. You always want to do a stretch to the point that you feel a sensation. And now gently release. Put both feet back down on the mat and let's just windshield wiper both legs side to side. And then come back to stillness. Bring your legs up to tabletop. And in your tabletop, I just want you to feel, once again, feel your back imprinting. Feel your legs nice and strong. You're using your core. And now we're just opening the legs up so that our soles of our feet are coming together. And we're bringing the legs all the way down to the mat. Opening up the hips. Feel the opening. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana in Sanskrit. So just let the hips open here on your mat. Just relax your body. Send your breath to this hip area. Really focus on letting the hips open, letting the legs open. You might be feeling a lot of tension, a lot of pressure in these hips. Just send your breath there. And now use your hands, close up those thighs, grab a hold of the back of the thighs, and let's rock and roll up the length of your spine. And then come all the way up to a seated posture. From here, bring your legs out as wide as your mat. I'm going to turn so that you can see me, but you're going to bring your legs out. You're going to come into a low, crouching, squatting posture. So use your elbows to open up your knees, pushing your knees open, bringing your hands to heart center. This posture is called Malasana. So this is a beautiful way to just open up your hips. I do this posture often throughout the day, especially if I've been standing a lot and I have a lot of tightness in my lower back. This is a great way to release that lower back tension. So return to your breath if you've lost it, breathing in and out through your nose. Notice what your shoulders are doing. If they're creeping up towards your ears, like this, I want you to really work on sending your shoulders away from your ears. Let's have one more breath here. And now release. Bring your hands down to your mat and just play around here with this sensation of you still using your arms to push your legs open. Keep your right arm exactly where it is, and let's inhale the left arm open. Use the leverage from the right arm to keep pressing into the right leg. And keep breathing here. And release. Bring the left arm down. Do the same thing with the right arm. So press the left arm into the left leg as you reach up with the right arm. This should feel really good on your hips, but also great on your shoulders. Let's do it again.
So right arm presses in, open up with the left, and then bring the left arm down, and one more time, other side. Trying to keep your spine as flat as you can, opening up, and then down. Beautiful. Bring your arms all the way down. Let's come into our tabletop posture. So in tabletop, just gently sway your hips side to side. Noticing any tension that you're holding on to in your hips. Just send your breath anywhere that you are feeling tension or pressure, any stickiness, any tightness. Just gently swaying side to side. We're going to move into our down dog. So just prep for down dog by moving your hands a little bit forward, curling your toes under, and send your hips up and back. You can have a little bend in your knees. You want to try to reach your heels towards your mat. Press through your hands. Feel your knuckles pressing into your mat and just release your head. You don't want to be holding any tension in your neck. So keep breathing here. The goal is to send your hips up to the sky. So pause and breathe. Now we're inhaling the right leg up behind us. Look between your hands and bring the right foot all the way in between and place it down on the mat. Your hands are just framing that right foot. And I want you to really feel the opening in that left hip flexor. So you can't really see my left hip flexor from where the camera is, but I want you to really feel the stretch and the opening on this left side of your body. So just keep breathing here, looking straight ahead, feeling the stretch in the left hip flexor. Feel the opening. And now curl the left toes under, come up high onto those hands and send that left leg all the way back. This time we're opening up the hip. So I want you to open it up. Drop the right foot towards the left butt cheek and just open it up, looking under that right armpit. And now look under the left armpit and see if you can see that right foot. Have one more breath here, and then bring that right leg back down to meet the left. Just pedal out the dog here. One foot comes down and then the other. Trying to reach our heels towards our mat. And then pause. Find your down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up behind you. Look between your hands. Step the left foot all the way through. Drop the right knee down. Gentle, light on the fingertips, and just look all the way forward. Now you can see my hip better, and this is where you should be feeling the sensation on this right hip flexor. So just looking straight ahead. Keep focusing on your breath, keeping your core nice and tight. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine.
It's okay. One more time.
Have one more breath here.
Let's do it.
And now curl those right toes under. Let's send the left leg all the way back. And now we're opening up the left hip. So you're dropping the right foot down the left foot towards the right glute. Let's first look under the left armpit. Feel the opening. And now see if you can see the left foot under your right armpit. And just breathe here for a moment. And now come back to center. Bring that left foot down to meet the right. Return to your down dog.
Bring the knees as wide as your mat. Let's move into our child's pose, which is still a beautiful way to open up our hips, sending your sit bones all the way back down to your heels. And just pause here.
Look. But then,
We're gently coming out of our child's pose. Feel the rounding of your spine as you round your way all the way up to a seated posture. Just make your way onto your mat. So just come on over and sit in a nice, actually, let's move into Supta Baddha Konasana, but in a seated way. So bring the soles of feet to touch. Just let the knees splay open to the side. And let's take your elbows and just press into your legs. So just trying to feel more of that opening through the hips. Just pause here. So I want you to work on having a flat back to start. So your back is nice and flat. You're just using the leverage from the elbows to push into your knees. You're leaning forward. Now we're going to round our back. We're going to walk our hands forward. Let your back round as you try to bring your forehead down to your feet.
hold that, Hannah, and do that.
Just stay here and breathe. Feel the rounding of your spine.
Then that.
Hopefully, you're also feeling some release in your inner thighs and your hips in this posture. I know I felt something give way in my right thigh when I was just down low there. So hopefully you felt good in that posture and you feel some opening through the hips and the thighs. Let's just stay here for a moment. Return to your flat back. You can hold on to your ankles to give yourself leverage, to get your back even flatter. I want you to imagine that somebody is pulling you upwards towards the ceiling. Let's go ahead and relax that posture. You can just roll out your shoulders. Just bring your legs into a nice, easy posture. You can cross one leg over if you wish. Let's close out our practice with bringing our hands to heart center. Just bow your head. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Close your eyes if that's comfortable to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope that helped you to open up your hips, to find some release through your hips. And hopefully it's a beautiful way to start your day or to find movement throughout your day. Namaste.